You're sitting at a battered wooden desk in New York, 1975. A notebook lies open before you, pages half filled with swirling thoughts and vivid memories. Ira Progoff leans forward, inviting you to breathe life into your inner world. He promises that this journal isn't just ink on paper, it's a doorway. But what exactly unlocks behind those pages? That's the question pulsing beneath the surface, waiting to unfold. Imagine a journal that feels more like a conversation with your deepest self. Progoff's intensive journal is exactly that, a structured yet intimate guide for daily inner discovery. Robert, a middle-aged teacher from Boston, found himself trapped after losing his wife. Using Progoff's method, he divided his journal into sections: life history, dialogue, and depth explorations. Weeks in, Robert wrote a letter to his late wife, unheard by anyone but the paper. That single act transformed his raw pain into a story he could carry forward. Think of the intensive journal as a mental laboratory where your thoughts are chemicals in test tubes. Progoff's sections act like controlled reactions: life events, inner dialogue, future planning, each bubbling with emotional data. Organizing your mind this way keeps your discoveries clear, turning chaos into insight. When you turn the journal pages, you don't just record, you excavate. People report peeling back ordinary thoughts to uncover feelings, hopes, even contradictions they never knew lived inside. This process reveals not just who you are, but who you might become, turning writing into a map of self-transformation. What if your journal could become a stage for real conversations between your present self and your past, your doubts, or even a loved one? This section flips your journal from monologue to dynamic dialogue. Sarah, an artist stuck in a creative rut, used Progoff's dialogue technique to converse with her skeptical teenage self. She asked questions and noted responses, uncovering fears that had quietly blocked her for years. This back and forth wasn't just writing, it was a rehearsal for courage she needed to reboot her art. Imagine your journal as both a mirror and a microphone. When you write, you see reflections of your thoughts clearly for the first time. Then you speak back to them, asking, challenging, comforting. This two-way street rewires how you process emotions, turning self-talk into a tool for growth. Dialogue journaling doesn't just reveal inner voices, it heals them. When you hear your doubts and respond with kindness on paper, it diffuses their power. People who practice this find an unexpected peace, a feeling they're not alone inside their own minds. Most journals gather dust. Progoff's method keeps you coming back daily because each entry builds a bridge from mundane moments to profound self-awareness. Maria, a busy nurse, confessed she dreaded journaling until she tried writing just one honest sentence daily about her day's mood or a tiny detail. Weeks later, she noticed a pattern: recurring anxiety triggered by certain hospital shifts. That small daily habit became a powerful diagnostic tool, helping her change routines and feel more balanced. Progoff calls this approach process-focused journaling. Instead of aiming to produce finished stories or polished thoughts, you pay attention to the flow, the ebb and rise of your feelings and ideas. Imagine walking through a forest, noting every interesting plant or bird, not just reaching a destination. This keeps your mind curious and engaged. Over time, chaos settles. Readers report experiencing sudden flashes of clarity, moments where disparate worries, hopes, and memories click into place like puzzle pieces. That's the payoff, turning scattered mental noise into a soundtrack of purpose and possibility. Remember Robert sitting at that desk in New York wrestling with his grief? His breakthrough wasn't magic, it was method. Progoff's intensive journal turns your scattered thoughts into a conversation with yourself. So tonight, grab any notebook and try this. Ask your inner self one honest question, then listen closely as you write. You might be surprised by what shows up. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.